Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, today is going to be a room tour. If you're new to my channel, my name's Gaia and I'm currently a master's student at the University of Portsmouth studying criminal psychology and forensic investigation. So I'm currently living in a student house. So if you're looking forward to seeing my room and us doing a room tour, make sure to go click that like button right now. And if you're interested in university advice, student vlogs or lifestyle and want to stick around, then make sure to go click that subscribe button as well. I post videos on this channel every single Tuesday at 6 PM. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is what you see when you first enter my room. Next to the door, I've got my beloved doorstop Barnaby, which if you've been with me for a while, you'll definitely remember him. Like, I just love him so much. And then on the other side of the door, you've just got a typical clothes hook that came with the house. On it, I've got my dressing gown, and then I've got like the towel version, which honestly is so handy to use when you have a shower or a bath. Instead of having to wrap a towel around you, you can just wear this and it literally dries you like in an instant. And then behind those, I've got a garland, and then behind that I've got my Portsmouth Student Union bag, which looks a bit crumpled, that I got from Freshers Fair, and it has probably like a few Freshers Fair like vouchers that I still need to use inside it. And then actually behind that I've got this notice board thing that came with the house, and I'm not sure what to put on it yet. We'll see. Also, at any point, if you can hear any background noise, it's because my room is actually the front room on the ground floor. So yeah, I get all the traffic at the front. It's so noisy. So if you hear any cars driving past, which you definitely will, or people walking past talking, I'm so sorry. Also, I'm so sorry about the state of the carpet. One thing I've realised actually, or remembered about living in a student house, is how stained the carpet is even when you arrive. But in the corner next to Barnaby, you've got a diffuser. I think I got that from like B&M. I think it's like vanilla scented, just to make this room smell a bit better, because if you live in a student house or halls, you know how funky rooms can get sometimes, like without meaning to. Like, even if you're like the cleanest person in the world, for some reason student accommodation just starts to get weird smelling after a while. Then moving across, you've just got standard typical radiator, a spare pillow and duvet set. I've actually just been using this pillow to prop my feet up because my bed is like really stiff. For some reason it's cutting off my circulation. Like, I think I'm gonna have to get like a new mattress. It's not great. So I've just got that resting there because I feel like I've got too many pillows to add that to the bed. And then the reason why I've got a spare duvet is for the winter when it gets a bit like colder. Next, you've got my walk-in, well, it's not really a walk-in, but it's like a closet basically, with LED strip lights. I feel like they were a really good decision considering this side of the room is quite bland and I didn't want to put up like more fairy lights, so I think this is a nice way to accentuate the door, if you know what I mean. Inside my closet I've got quite a lot of stuff. First, got a hanging rack that I've had since like first year, so I think that's from IKEA, but don't hold me to that. And that's just got all my main coats that I want to use for uni, so my Tommy Hilfiger, my North Face, my brown autumn coat that I think is from Boohoo, and then there's like my leather jacket underneath as well. I've also got an umbrella and a belt hanging up. Underneath my red jacket I've got a parka as well, and then in the main closet area I've got a few clothes hanging up. So these are things like dresses, nice blouses. Actually, I've been quite proud of myself this year. I haven't brought as many clothes as I would normally, which is good because I know for a fact I'm definitely going to buy some more. So those spare hangers are for that. On the right hand side, you've got my hanging clothes divider that I got from IKEA. A lot of the things that you will see in this vlog are actually from first year, and that was 4 years ago, which terrifies me, but it just shows how well these things are lasting. This isn't actually the first room tour I've done. I've previously done 2 more for my undergrad. So if you've watched those or you've watched my channel for a while, chances are you'll probably actually recognise a lot of the stuff in this room. I haven't changed most of the stuff since first year, and I'm going to try my best to go around and tell you guys where everything is from. But on the off chance that I forget and you see something that you really like, feel free to ask me in the comments where something's from. So at the top I've got all my, well, some of my sweatshirts, because if you know me, you know I love a sweatshirt, especially in autumn and winter. And then next you've got tops, so long sleeve, short sleeve, bodysuit, etc. Then you've got like leggings and jeans, and then this is for all my skirts. I haven't actually brought many skirts with me. Also, ignore the fact that I've got loads of fairy lights here. I didn't know where to put them, so they're just chilling here. Underneath I've just got shorts, play suits. I've also got this from from first year freshers from when I did Trent Army. Comment down below if you get the reference. The last divider is just hats and scarves. At the top I've got another spare pillow because I have no idea where to put it, and then below it I've got a box of everyday kind of first aid essentials, so like tissues, vitamins, plasters. Then you got my hairdryer and then like a few towels and like bedding. This Sainsbury's bag just has a load of like pillowcases. At the bottom of my closet you've got my big suitcase and then a rucksack that's actually Dan's, and then some hot water bottles. For some reason I've got two, and then behind them I'm pretty sure I've got like a, oh crap, there goes the Coke. Or actually Pepsi. Wrong brand. Behind that you've just got like a dustpan and brush. Moving on, I've got a Pepsi bottle which is obviously just since fallen and is now fizzy. And then I've got loads of like long life food and drink because I've realised the house kitchen isn't actually the biggest and the shelves aren't really the tallest, so I can't really fit like my massive pack of pasta in the cupboard, so I've got it here. As you can see behind the pasta I've got some more tea bags and long life milk. Then this tub is like more essentials, but it's cleaning, household essentials, so you've got things like batteries, cleaning supplies, laundry pods. This is literally just like command hooks and strips. I've also got some cheeky bin bags. Moving on, I've just got my laundry bin, which I think this is from Primark. I got this a few years ago. And then next to it is my tripod bag. Oh my god, that just opened. Oh, that is another thing I've actually realised with this room. Because of the fact I think I have so much stuff in here, it opens every now and again, which is actually really terrifying because a lot of the time when it does it, it's at night, which isn't great. There's me trying to get to sleep and then my closet opens. I literally just shit myself. But as I was saying, yeah, tripod bag had... Oh my god, it's opened again. Oh, stop. Stop. I swear I've got a ghost. As I was saying, I've got a tripod bag, and then above it, I've got my photo wall, which I've just recently updated. It has loads of photos actually from like the last 6 months or so. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll no doubt definitely have seen these photos. Just got like photos of friends and family over the years, and then like a few like photo booth photos of Dan and I at various Nottingham clubs, because for those who are new here, I did my undergrad at Nottingham Trent University. I've also got a calendar of whoever then Mr. Harry Styles, because he's a god. And I actually think this month's picture goes really well with the colours of the rest of my photos. Coming down, I've got my uni bag and then like a parcel that I actually need to send back. Next, you've got my mounted TV that comes with the house. Whoop, it's me. Then we've come to the desk area of the room, which is definitely one of my favourite spots. On the top shelf, you've got a mother and daughter statue that my mum bought me, and then your typical hanging plant from IKEA. I feel like you're not a student if you don't have one of these. Like, I swear everyone I know has one of these. So yeah, I'm basic. Next to it, I've got my unicorn neon light YouTube mug to kind of celebrate the fact that obviously I do YouTube. Shocker. Next to the mug, I just have these little flavoured gin liqueurs that I thought would be really nice for prees. Next to that, you've got my metal storage box I think I got from Primark that holds like all my stationery. So like my pencil case, extra pens, extra post-it notes, notepad, etc. I've also got 2 packs of playing cards in there. Then next to that, I've got a folder that I like to use for all my academic work this year. The thing that you can actually see peeping out of it is an evidence bag, which if you haven't watched my first week at university vlog, you'll be very confused. Basically, one of my modules is forensic investigation, so we get to do pretty much everything you kind of see in like CSI shows, bagging up evidence, dusting for fingerprints. Now moving on to the second shelf, behind the TV, you've got some books that I brought to uni. Thing is, I'm one of those people that either is like hyper fixated on a book, finishes it like in one go, or I start about like 4 to 5 different ones at the same time. There's almost like no in between, and currently I am that second option. I finished It Ends of Us, but I just love the story. I've also recently pre-ordered the sequel, so I'll be adding that to the collection of books on my shelf. But the other 4, basically I started like 1 or 2 and then got not bored of reading them, but like I just felt like reading something else and then fell into the trap of starting one of the other ones, and now I've got like 4 unfinished books, and it's always such a struggle to actually work out which one I want to read in the evening. But currently the one I am trying to finish is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I couldn't recommend more. Next to my books, I've then got a storage tub that has all of my camera equipment or YouTube related things. So my camera bag that actually matches my laptop sleeve. I got them from Amazon. It's mainly got things like my GoPro, my external drive, my wallet for all of my SD cards, a few mounts for my tripod, cables, etc. Also, you might have noticed that I've actually decorated both of my shelves with fake vines. That actually kind of goes with this and matches some vines that I have on my bed. You might have also noticed that I have several McDonald's Monopoly stickers as well, just sat here. I don't know why I put them there. Then I've got my letter G mug with matching coaster. Then my clapperboard that was actually gifted to me by a member of staff from NTU from when I did a job for the Sensi department over the summer, working on films for the new online induction module for incoming students. I think the reason why they approached me was because of all the content I used to do for NTU and obviously my YouTube channels. So Paul, the guy who bought it me, said to use it for all of my future vlogging, which is just really sweet. Next to the clapperboard, I've got some hand-painted plant coasters from, I think, Sass & Bell. I've got one over here and then one on my bedside table, which you'll see in a second. They make the room look so aesthetic. Then moving on to my actual desk, you've got my academic planner, which if you'll have watched my vlogs over the last year, you'll definitely recognise this. I literally take it everywhere with me. Next to that, I've just got my makeup mirror that opens out. And then behind that, I've got a framed photo booth photo that I took with my boyfriend Dan at Rock City. It's also double-sided. It's got another photo booth photo. If you know me, I love using a photo booth. Can't go wrong with them. I've literally got so many Rock City photos. I don't even remember taking half of them. Like, no joke, I've got a problem. Then I've got my MacBook, my Himalayan salt lamp, and then I've got 2 pots of stationery. In this one, I've got like Sharpies, pencils, pens. And then in this one, it's not actually a pot, it's a mug. It's actually a picture of Matt Donovan, who is a character from Vampire Diaries. So if you're a fan or a viewer of that show, you'll definitely get the reference. It's kind of a meme. And inside that pot, you've just got all of my zebra fine liners. Then I've got some post-it notes and white tack. My chair itself is actually quite dodgy. For some reason, one of the legs doesn't have like a metal screw in it, which isn't great if you want to sit on it, but it does its job, you know, it works for me. On top of it, I've got a pillow that Dan bought me, which basically just has loads of pictures of us from over the years. He's currently 5 hours away from me, so I love filling my room with pictures of us. Underneath my desk, you've just got my standard bin that I've had since first year that actually says be happy on it, but you can't see. Then I've got some books that I've brought with me from my undergrad, which are still relevant for my degree. Got my Yeti microphone that I use for YouTube voiceovers, Cards Against Humanity, a pack of free prints. This folder is for all my important documents, and then I've just got a desk organizer that has loads of like other stationery bits and bobs in. Resting on top of my important documents folder, I've also got my Canon camera charger. Since this is a bit crazy, got quite a few cables, so that's why that's up there, to try and keep it a bit out of the way. Moving along to the window area, this lovely bay window, which you can obviously see have blinds covered over them, which I'm quite glad for considering I am on a street and it would be very easy for someone to look into my room, so I do keep this one shut most of the time, also because it's a little bit broken, which is great. We love student accommodation. Also, the windows are not the cleanest on the outside, so I'm so sorry for that. I've just got my YouTube tripod that my camera normally sits on. Below it, I have my swimming stuff. Then you've got my smaller rose gold suitcase, which I use if I'm going for like a weekend away. Then I've got a cardboard box which has all of my, well, some of my mugs, because if you know me, you know I am obsessed with mugs. So much so that I even brought a mug tree with me this year, but it's in the closet because I don't actually know where to put it in this room yet. I don't really want to put it on my bedside table because I quite like the setup I have here. I don't really want to put it on the floor. There isn't the most kitchen space, so I might just keep them here for now. I've also got my other 3 glasses that came in a set with matching glass straws. They're beer can shaped, and honestly guys, they're perfect for making whatever drink you have look aesthetic and just romanticizing your study day. This is definitely my favorite mug. Next to the mugs on the floor, I then have a stack of water, which I know probably looks really weird, but basically when I first moved in, I had no water with me and I didn't really want to drink tap water, so I decided to bulk buy like loads of water, which probably wasn't the best idea when it came to having to store it, because again, I can't really store it in the kitchen, so it's just gotta remain here. It's not the most aesthetic thing to see in my room. On the windowsill itself, I have some white rose fairy lights that are like entwined with fake vines, the same ones that are on my bed and shelves. Just love it. It's just a great addition, and I think it just makes the space look really aesthetic, considering my window stains are kind of the opposite. In the middle of the windowsill, I've just got an empty flower vase, got a picture from my graduation of my mom, Dan and I, and next to it I've got a fake little plant that Dan bought me that on it says someone special, she believed she could so she did. Then I've just got a jewellery stand. Moving on from the bay window, I've then got my bedside table, got a fake plant, which I think is from Primark, a card from my mom. Then I've got my Lumi bedside clock. Then I've got another matching rose gold storage tub to the one that I have on my desk, my Apple Watch, my uni ID. This is actually from when I got my tooth extracted last week. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch the first week of uni classes. I just have this next to me since it has a few instructions about looking after my mouth after having a tooth pulled out and protective gauze just in case it bleeds. I've also got my house keys, my headphones, mouth guard because I grind my teeth in my sleep, laptop glasses. I bought these to help protect my eyes against the blue light. I've then got a stack of various remotes considering the amount of LED lights and fairy lights I have in this room. This one's for my TV, this one's for my LED lights, this one's for my projector, which you'll see in a second, and then this is for these fairy lights. Inside my bedside table, this drawer is just dedicated to all those like everyday essential bits and bobs that I need. So a makeup bag, makeup palettes, this pink wallet with the letter G on it. I put all of those everyday essentials that I need for uni in this. So things like paracetamol, pads, face mask just in case I ever need it, a few scrunchies, my deodorant and my spray, moisturizer, this mini squash. It's basically really handy to have on you in your uni bag. Then I've got my sunglasses, some hair bubbles, sanitary pads, my Pandora rings and charm bracelet, a spare purse, some of my old phones under there. Don't worry, they're not burner phones. My hairbrush, ibuprofen, antihistamine, some probiotics, hand sanitizer, beauty blender that definitely needs a wash, some nail varnish. In my next drawer, this is basically my snack cupboard, as you can see. Yes, I have loads of jelly, but that is again because of my tooth. Got loads of typical snacks in here. I think I've got some Marvelous Creations under there because that's my favourite chocolate. Then we've reached what I would consider the focal point of this entire room, which is my bed. I've been lucky this year to get a double bed. So pretty much the entire bedding and throw are from Primark. I got them a few years ago. Same with those grey pillows. I've obviously got some teddies on the bed. Mildred, the alpaca, one of those reversible octopus mood things. You've got Baby Yoda, Stitch, which as you can see has my name embroidered on the ear. Last but definitely not least, Goat Sif, who you probably might actually recognise if you've seen Thor Love and Thunder. At the Disney store, they actually sell both of these goats. So before I moved to Portsmouth, Dan bought us these. So I have the white one and he has the brown one back at home. His is called Sir Goats a Lot. You know, other couples have matching PJ sets. We have matching goat teddies. Then above my bed, as you can see, I've obviously got some fairy lights. I bought these off Amazon. Then underneath my bed, just a box of tissues, which I find just really handy just to keep there if I ever like spill a drink or something. Another wire box that has loads of like other toiletries in, some spare razors, extra pads, a tanning moisturizer, dry shampoo, micellar water. And then behind that toiletry box, I've basically just got the packaging that my NutriBullet came in. This pink velvet box that Dan made me. It has loads of like little goodies inside that he made as part of like a master's degree survival kit, which is just the cutest thing. My old MacBook, just in case I ever need any like photos off it. I got my bag of bags, which is just a huge collection of random bag for lives. Honestly, I don't know why I have so many. Then I've got my maiden or clothes horse, whatever you want to call it. Carrying on underneath, I've just got my spare purse. Then as you move over to the other side of the bed, you've got two clear storage boxes. This one has loads of just other spare clothing in it. This one is for all my pajama tops, bottoms. I've also got some joggers in here. I got both these storage boxes from Home Bargains. Next, I like to call them my moon boots, but they're just these slipper booty things. They're looking a bit tatty now just because I use them so much. I personally prefer using these to sliders because not only do they obviously keep your feet clean, but they keep them warm. Next under the bed, I've just got all my shoes. I've just got my Vans, which I pretty much just wear everywhere. My Converse, which are like a limited edition Scooby-Doo. And then behind those shoes, I've just got my normal white Converse and then some nice heels. Then I've got another fabric storage bag that is just got all my underwear, bras, socks. I'm not going to traumatize you by going through it. And then I've got another extension cable. And then last in this room tour, but definitely not least, I've got my plug-in Galaxy LED light projector that I got off Amazon. I definitely prefer using it at night, and this is why. I think it really pairs nicely with my LED strip lights that I have around my closet door. So yeah, that's it for my room tour today. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to go smash that like button right now. And if you're new here and you haven't already, go click that subscribe button as well. If there are any specific university videos that you would like me to film, make sure to go comment them down below. But other than that, I've been Gaia. This has been my university room tour. Woo! And I will see you next week for more university content. I can't wait. Bye guys.